Hi, I'm Shaka Hislop, and you're here at Extra Time TV.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a special edition of Extra Time TV. This is Andres Soklal, and it's 2022. It's a new show. It's a new format. We're always trying to do things. The EXTV studio, as you're seeing around me, is constantly evolving. We're always trying new things, new cameras. We're going to try different angles and so on, as you can see. But I'd like to say a very special thank you to everybody who has been supporting us. Thank you for your continued support. EXTV has grown from just a couple of guys talking about football to producing documentaries to covering massive events all over the planet and working for massive franchises, including in cricket, Trinidad Tobago Knight Riders, esports. We're just going crazy, folks. We got a lot of things to do. So I'm going to head straight into it. Before I do this, I'm going to explain the new format with EXTV Live, which is basically in a podcast format. So it's the EXTV podcast where I'll put in the description below timestamps for each topic. So if you don't want to listen to the entire thing right now, you can click on the timestamp, jump straight to the topic you're interested in, and you could listen to whatever else later on. If you know, we're busy people in a busy time, and we can't always fit everything into the condensed retention time. So we'll break it down like that, where you can jump from topic to topic. Be sure to like, subscribe, and also we'll be having audio versions on Spotify and all the other streaming audio services, where you can subscribe and listen to the audio versions of it, where you can listen to my charming voice and hear our topics. And we'll have guests. We're going to kick this new year off with myself. But there was a lot of topics that I had to get done. You know, I literally just came straight off the plane, had to set things up and get things recorded. So we're going to head straight into it. And I'm doing everything myself, folks. And, we're going to load the first topic up. It's former Trinidad Tobago coach Tom Saintfiet makes history with Gambia and the AFCON nation. So a little history lesson. We're going to go back in time, folks. Rewind. That's my rewind effect. It's terrible. I know. So back in maybe it was 2016, when Stephen Hart was dismissed, which I know it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, folks. And I'm gonna keep switching cameras because I'm trying it out, folks. I'm trying it out. Let's see how it looks. Stephen Hart was dismissed, and Tom came in, and it was never a great start to his national setup. He basically came in, the press didn't like him, and to me, I think he did not get enough time to do what he was supposed to do, to be really honest with you. And he was dismissed. People were highly critical of him. I saw his training sessions. This is a guy who knows what he was doing. People may not agree, but the fact is a lot of these people, never really participated in professional football in any way or form. They're journalists. They're entitled to their opinions, but I respectfully disagreed, and I thought he was, another coach that we wasted as well, who has now gone on to do well with Gambia and qualified them for the African nations, a very small nation, folks. They've made history, and basically, this is something that everybody should be really excited about in that country. We should relate to that because Trinidad Tobago is also a small nation. So let's get straight into that. Fast forward to now. They got a victory, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm getting information as fast as I pull up here. There we go. They actually drew with Mali. So this happened a little while ago. Of course, by the time this video goes up, there'll be a little delay. But so they drew with Mali, so that puts them in second place in Group F. No. They're on the first place. What's wrong with me? Gambia has 4 points, so they're on top of the group. Mali is with 4 points, and I guess separated by goal difference, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not seeing that on the table. Tunisia, which is a very strong team, they're going to have to play them. And Mauritania. Now, please forgive me if I pronounced it wrong. They played, that was the first game Gambia played with a wonderful strike. You can check out I did a little Instagram post on that. But that's amazing, folks. This is a guy who basically was shunned by us, the media in Trinidad and Tobago, and he's doing well. So we're seeing what he's capable of. Stephen Hart as well is doing well in Halifax. So, I have to get used to all these angles, folks. But this is amazing. And, we have some very, very insightful info. Because Tom, being the cool guy that he is, keeps in contact with me. And he was willing to give us that wonderful speech before that historic win against Mauritania. And we're going to take a quick look into it. So let me load it up for you guys real quick. Hopefully it works really well. So let's take a look at this and how it goes. So check it out, folks.
Live the dream. Experience the dream. But also fight for the dream. We are here to fight. Maybe the referee is not on our side. Maybe the opponent is strong, but we are stronger because we are a team who battles together. Play in the discipline, play compact, play smart, and in the fast counter-attack, go with determination. Believe in each other, support each other, help each other. Go for your dream, go for Gambia. Go guys!
That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, folks. You know, I had to adjust the audio and do a lot of things, folks. I'm a multitasking guy. So that made my paws raise because you're seeing, you know, the qualities he has. And, you know, maybe one day he may return to the Caribbean and he may be given a fair shot. But, you know, he obviously has inspired these players and they've achieved an amazing result, folks. And it cannot be ignored. And we'd like to say a special thanks to you, Tom, for sending that video and giving us that insight into what's going on. And he also sent me some other videos which I'll put up, so we'll be following their campaign and how Tom's doing. And you know, congratulations to you, Tom, and congratulations to Gambia. This is amazing, and you know, they're already making history, and we'll see how it goes. So we're gonna head over to our other topic, folks. So like I said, I'm doing it all myself, so I'm gonna load up the second topic, which is, let's load that up, folks. The next one, Trinidad and Tobago takes on Bolivia in a friendly. Now, for those of you who don't know, football hasn't been great in Trinidad and Tobago. It's been announced by the TTFA. I'll show you guys the official post that we'll be playing Bolivia. Bolivia is in the CONMEBOL region. It's a team that traditionally is strong away from home with the high altitude. However, in this campaign, let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Bolivia is not doing too bad. Bolivia has 15 points, just behind Uruguay with 16 and Chile with 16 and Peru. So Bolivia actually has a chance to maybe sneak in and get into maybe the qualifying spot and in the playoff spot and get to the World Cup. So they are taking this very seriously, folks. And Bolivia is a team that does really well. And, you know, playing them away from home is going to be difficult. And, you know, we're going to have to see how Bolivia approaches this game. Now, Trinidad and Tobago has not played any games in terms of meaningful games for some time now. We don't have any professional football going on. This must be a headache for Angus. It probably was a headache for Terry before. There's a lot of complaining and talking in the media, but, you know, there's only so much these guys can do. It has not improved. And, you know, people, just like with the USA game with Terry, a lot of people were expecting, you know, they were surprised by the result. But, you know, I think with the type of, the lack of infrastructure in place, you know, it's going to be a challenge for the game. But it's also better than not playing any friendly. So we'll see how they approach this game. And, you know, to be honest with you, I really think that this particular game, and I'm trying to load up some graphics here before we do that. But in this particular game, I think that Trinidad and Tobago has a very good chance to learn something from this game. And I'm going to load this up for you. So here we go. Let's transition into that, folks. So here we go. So I'm going to read this out for you guys. So let's load that sucker up. So as you can see here, it's the official press release. Trinidad and Tobago men to face Bolivia in just a couple days on the 21st. So they're going to fly out. So as you can see here, Trinidad and Tobago's senior men's team will open their account with an international friendly away to Bolivia on January 21st, which a lot of you probably know this already, but if you don't, well, just reminding you, at the Estadio Olímpico Patrio in Sucre at 5 p.m. I don't know what time that is. They didn't say. The game is being played outside of the FIFA international window. Hopefully we get a lot more of these. I know Terry wanted a lot of these as well, even before the World Cup qualifiers, and he didn't get it, which I think was really bad. But you know, whatever, things are not great. So it's expected to provide a valuable match practice, of course. Angus Eve gears towards preparing this. So obviously, this goes towards preparing the team for the CONCACAF Nations League qualifying later this year. So of course, in addition to this game, you know, you need a lot of games, folks. Match fitness. And if you're not playing regular football, it's going to be tough. So, you know, these guys are basically at home just training, but you need to play. And I guess they're trying to address this. And also, Bolivia, as I said before, they will be resuming their qualifying on the January 28th and February 2nd. Now, like as I said before, folks, Bolivia has a chance for the first time in years of making it to the World Cup in Qatar. So they're going to take this very serious. And even if they won't, folks, they are in one of the strongest qualifying regions in the world, whether you like it or not. I know a lot of idiots say South American football is nowhere close to Europe, but their quality of football is very high. Teams like Bolivia and Venezuela and so on are very strong teams that just so happen to be in a region with, Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay. And these are strong teams. So, just by comparison with quality, they're going to be high. They're a very physical team. They're not afraid to play aggressively, South American style. And, they have managed to seem to address that issue of their away games. When they're at home, they're unstoppable. In La Paz, in the altitude or wherever they play, they're usually unstoppable. I've seen great teams go there and struggle. And, away from home, they're starting to get some results. And, just like Venezuela, you're seeing some growth. So they're going to take this game very seriously. So this is going to be a very tough test for Angus Eve. And, I hope the press and the media and everybody else is intelligent enough to understand this. Because I don't think people understood. They talked a lot of crap about when we played USA. But the fact is, there was nobody else to play as far as I'm concerned. And, I think playing opposition that is better than you is really good. So, you get better. So, to the international friendly is being hosted in conjunction with Global Sport. I don't know who that is. Folks, if you know who that is, let me know. I'll have to do some research. And, of course, well, I had to drag this from the website. But let's take a look at the squad. So, the squad is, folks, Aaron Lester, defense force. Aaron Enel, goalkeeper. Adrian Fonset, familiar face. We have a nice clip with him. You can check that out. Alvin Jones, of course, he's unattached right now, which is shocking to me. Brent Sam, defense force. Dwayne Mockett, unattached. Talented guy, should be somewhere. Hashim Asir, defense force. Isaiah Hudson, unattached. A lot of unattached players, folks, so it's just proving my point. Jamal Jack, Jamil Neptune, Jesse Williams, plays for Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC. John Paul Rochford, unattached. Justin Garcia, defense force. Justin Sadu, our boy. I think he's the type of player that should have been on the national team before. I don't know why he isn't there yet. Use him, folks. Use him. Keston George. Interesting. So Keston George, if it is the same Keston George, which it has to be, recently played for the futsal team. So he's earned a call-up with the national team. So, kudos to you, Keston. We know Keston really well. Leland Archer, Charleston Battery. Marvin Phillip, always loyal to the national team. He's unattached right now. Matthew Wooling, Miami United. Mikael Williams, Pittsburgh. Micah Lanskiot. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly. I actually don't know much about him. Michel Poonba Angeron. I'm seeing unattached. I guess he's no longer at Banfield, which is, I think, really sad. But, we could probably find out why he's not there. Malik Khan, Nathaniel James, Neville Hackshaw. Nathaniel James, W Connection, Neville Hackshaw, Indy 11, USA. Radanfa Abubakar, unattached. And Rion Moore, folks. So that's the team that's it's going to be playing. And it's a, what can I say? It's Angus is trying something. He's going to try to get a good result. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. We're going to try to do a match preview. As you all know, I'm very versed in South American football. So if it's one guy who can tell you about South American football, it's me. Maybe we can see if we can get Kev on, or maybe Thomas Rongan on, folks. Whoever else to come on and just have a little chat with us about this game and let us know what they think. I think this is a top quality game. What I think is we need consistency, and we need a lot more of these games, which I think is a problem a lot of coaches have been having. It seems to me from my discussions with various people that behind the scenes things are not very well organized, which seems to be a problem with Trinidad Tobago. Also, the financial situation. So it's tough. We all know why we're there. The people who caused it to be there should just step away from football, but they're still there, and you all know who you are. But it is what it is. So, we're going to head across to our next topic, which to me, is something that I don't really know, before I head to the next topic, if people understand how difficult things are with Trinidad Tobago football. But whatever, that's a whole other conversation. So we're going to head across to our next topic, folks. And like I said, I'm loading this all up myself. It's very difficult, but whatever, we'll make it work. That's what technology is for. So Sheldon Bateau is now in the Turkish division. team, first division team, Samsunspor. So he signed there for 2 years. And beside my graphic mix-up, he had a nice press conference, which I think we may be able to play here. So while I'm loading that up, I could maybe let you guys know that Bateau has been with the Trinidad Tobago national team for some time now. And he's a good defender and one of the few players that's playing outside of Trinidad Tobago. So let's see if I could get this for you guys. But I think it's a great move for him. I think, to be honest, I think it's a bit shocking that more players have not been making it to Europe, but we have Keston Julian and so on. But let's take a quick look at let's see if we can get this right and take a quick listen to what he was saying.
Thank you for bringing me to such historic club, and I'm happy to be here, and I hope to bring my experience to the team and to the club. And we have a big goal to get to the Super League. I have 2.5 years contract, and I plan to do my best in this time for the club. And I know you have amazing fans, amazing stadium. So with things like this, I'm motivated to give 200%, and I'm looking forward to starting the season.
And I'm really glad for Sheldon Bateau. I think it bodes well for the transition because our national team is in a difficult place. The young players do not have reference points. I think the generation that was around the 2006 World Cup generation, I think, I don't want to say this, I mean this in a respectful way, but I think their time, that space between their time and now has been so huge that it's sometimes difficult for young players to relate to them. The success that they have seems so far away, and they don't know how to get to point A to point B. So it's good to see him and Jovan Jones, who's in Inter Miami, the Kevin Molinos, Keston Julian, Judah Garcia, and these players really doing well, and Kaleem Highland and so on. So to me, it's a very exciting move, and I think that we can only monitor and have a reason to pay attention to the Turkish League. Although for myself, I pay attention all the time. So I think it's a wonderful move. I think, I think the media should be talking about it a lot more because we have to get players back into Europe, folks. And, our football is in a mess. So, he's doing a great job getting that. So, we're going to load our next topic, folks. Like I said, I'm doing it all myself. And like, if you're just joining us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and so on. And, the topics on this show is more of a podcast format, but whatever. We're going to head into some more light-hearted stuff, folks. We have Adidas has released or leaked. Sorry, let me rephrase that. It has been alleged by the ever-reliable internet, World Wide Web that we live in, an image of the Adidas ball called the Rihla. I don't know if that's how to pronounce it. Is that how to pronounce it? Because I'm really not sure how to pronounce it, folks. I'm really at a loss as to how you pronounce this thing. But it's an interesting thing because I think that this ball, it's interesting looking if it's in fact authentic. First of all, you can let me know if you think it's authentic or not. But I think it's something that I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's quite interesting. So let's take a look. I'm going to load it up for you guys right now. So let's take a look at it and let me know what you think. So here it is. I am a fan of bright colors. I mean, you could look at my studio and you could let me know what you think about this because I think it's not bad looking. I'm pretty sure this is probably like if this is in fact the actual ball. I already got some comments. A lot of people hate it. But if this is in fact the actual ball, I like the color scheme. I think it's pretty trending with what's cool now with the trending lights. I mean, if you look at my studio lights. But obviously, the quality of the ball is probably going to be a lot better than this. I mean, this looks like the lowest version because, Adidas has the replicas and then they have the authentic ball for those of you who sweat and buy these things. It's very expensive. And I like it. One of the balls I hated the most, not because of its look, was 2002. I think they made the ball really light. And I think a lot of players had problems adjusting to them. So we'll see. Let me know what you think. What do you think about this ball? Is it terrible? Do you think it's a mess? Let me know what you think in the comment section below about this ball. I think it's not bad at all. But it is what it is. And I really think that this ball may be a fake. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Okay, so let me know what you think in the comment section below. So we're gonna head across to our next topic, folks. And I'll tell you this: doing this, changing topics and whatever is not easy. But that's why I'm a one-man machine, folks. I can do it all. And with some little editing if I make mistakes. So we're gonna head into our favorite topic of mine's, which is Serie A. Inter Milan recently defeated Juventus in the Super Coppa final, and a lot of people are saying, is this the end of the Juventus dominance? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's the end of the Juventus dominance? The old lady finally stepped away for a little while because they were dominating for a long time. And I'll be very honest with you. I think, that Inter Milan are a team that really are going from strength to strength. And, I think that the team in general has built the foundations under Antonio Conte and the president Suning Zhang, where they're building in strength. Now the funny thing is, a lot of people wrote Inter Milan off because they were financially hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. There's some rules in China which I don't really know exactly what it is, but they are financially limited in spending their revenue on the club. So they had to do a lot of biting of pennies. They had to sell Lukaku, which if fans haven't forgotten, I understand the business reasons, but I don't like the way he did it. They had to sell Hakimi, the loss of Eriksen. A lot of people thought, okay, and then Conte left, that was it for Inter Milan. However, with some very clever signings, they're still on top of Serie A. I'm still not going to go. A lot of people think that they're the favorites. I still think that them managing 3 competitions is going to be a real test for them because Dzeko is older. Joaquin Correa is not really a number 9. He's more of a wide player that comes in, but he can't play that role. And, Lautaro Martinez is really improving. But, one thing that's really hurting Inter Milan is the lack of a clinical finisher. I think Dzeko is quality, but maybe Dzeko of maybe 3 or 4 years ago was probably the right man for Inter right now. He's still a top player. He plays really well. But I think age and so on will play a factor. Lautaro Martinez is also great. But I think managing those 3 competitions. So they won this title, which is great. They've won now 2 titles in a couple months for the first time since 2010, I believe, or 2011. Because I think they won a Coppa Italia. I could be wrong. Or maybe 2010. But whatever. It's been a while. It's been many years since they won the Scudetto, which is all the way back in 2010. And they're looking to secure the Scudetto while continuing. They have a challenging game against Liverpool. But as for the topic, Juventus, I think we saw the signs with Juventus a while now. While they may not be Barcelona, I think that Cristiano Ronaldo signing really hurt them. I think from a revenue perspective, I think it was great. I think they got a lot of money and sales, but it seems as if they made the mistake that old Real Madrid Galacticos did with Florentino Perez. If you sign Ronaldo, you throw other couple guys in there and he will just make the difference. I don't think that was fair to Ronaldo. I think the fans were expecting Ronaldo to just score millions of goals, and to his credit, he did. But it created an unbalanced team, and I think it was Buffon or somebody else said that, when Ronaldo came, and he wasn't attacking Ronaldo, but he said that Juventus was always a team. I know that sounds cliche, but when Ronaldo came, it became more about the individual. And, when things got tough, they would go to Ronaldo. It's kind of like what Argentina used to do and what Barcelona was doing with Messi before he left. And I think, things are not going well. I think players like Dybala are not happy. His contract is almost up. So things are not great at Juventus. But they are resilient, and they're a club that usually find a way back. But I think it's going to take them a couple years. And now I'm guessing Inter Milan. Although AC Milan is in with a shout, in the Serie A standings, if I could pull that up real quick. If they have it here. Whatever. In the Serie A standings, Inter Milan is on top there. You know what? Let me pull it up. While we're doing this. So Serie A standings. Spell standings wrong. So Inter Milan has 50 points. And they're on top of the league. AC Milan has 48 points. And, it's still very close. AC Milan, is a team that's not doing well, but financially, but they're still up there. And last year they did pretty well, and eventually they faded away. I think Inter Milan, because they had a really strong team and they were out of the Champions League, worked in their favor. However, I think this time around, the Champions League may be something that may be a problem. Also, they're in the Coppa Italia. So 3 competitions. So this is a team that hasn't done that in a long time. So that's going to be a test because they played Atalanta today. And I saw some fatigue. And yes, they should have won. But, I'm starting to see the fatigue. So is the Juventus reign over? I would say yes. Because, they're 5th in the table. But I've seen them come back from worse. I would never write them off. But I think right now they have a lot of work to do. I don't think they have the most complete squad. I think Inter Milan definitely has the best squad right now. And I think in the end, the fixture list will determine how Inzaghi manages the fixture list will determine how this team manages in the upcoming weeks. So, we're going to head to something that is really close to me. Inter Milan winning the Scudetto is something that I really want. It's something I really want. And, trying to predict that is something very difficult for me. I'm trying to be very impartial, but it is what it is. So, folks, that's all our topics for today. This is our first show. We're trying a whole bunch of different angles, different graphics, different things. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is there a topic you'd like us to discuss? And also, feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Check us out on Spotify. We'll be having our audio versions and podcasts and extended cuts that you don't see here. Check us out on our YouTube channel. Website, which is we're doing some upgrades right now, but it's still functional. You can check it out and let us know what you think. Comment in the comment section below. Send us your questions or comments at extratimetvtt@gmail.com, and we'll try to sift through some of the comments and answer some of your questions. We chose those topics. They weren't random, folks. It's what people wanted to talk about, so we're going to do that, and we listen to everything you have to say. Let me know what you think in the comment section about the show, any suggestions you'd like. And folks, be sure to purchase some EXTV merch. We have a link in the description below. And as I said before, we've broken down the topic into timestamps, the show into timestamps. So you could click on whichever timestamp you want with the associated topic. And you could look at or listen to whatever you want to instead of listening to the entire video. And when you're driving in your car with your Bluetooth, you can listen to the entire episode on YouTube or on Spotify. And we'll send the links as they come up. So don't forget, like I said, for the 5th time, to subscribe, because we have our random draws of merchandise, EXTV merchandise, hoodies, and so on. Also, you may be able to win a copy of FIFA 22, folks. So let's do that. So once again, folks, this is Andres Suklal of Extra Time TV, and thank you for joining us.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.